Hey, it's me again. What's going on? Working on the car again. Trying to get it close. We're close. We've run into some geometry and fitment problems and cooling issues. So unfortunately, we're not going to make the banger because today's Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday, which is the day of the big end banger. So we're not going to make that race, but hopefully we can still go to Louisville at Ohio Valley for that invitational race that they got going on down there. Maybe even hot dog it back and see some stuff going on for Streetcar Takeover. We don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen. We just go with the flow.
If the car's going to run.
Yeah, I don't even know if this thing's going to start up. With its track record, I'm just not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming. Okay, so we got the
concussions.
Yeah. Carburetor's on, micro switch hooked up, fuel lines all good, distributor caps on, plug wires are hanging, just gotta get plugs in them. All the accessory drive stuff is on. So it was a motor plate, like motor, but it's not a motor plate anymore because this car doesn't have a motor plate. I said this has got to be like the perfect Carolina no time car, where it's like all steel, full interior, just like a full-on street car, and it's got some badass 490s motor in it that just is fast as hell. So so Moroso makes this bracket that is for all your accessory drive stuff, water pump, hoo-yah, so that you can basically replace a motor plate with this, and it'll hold everything basically how you had it on the motor plate. It's the best way to describe it. So the bracket is on and it goes over the Missouri pump. It's made specifically for a Missouri pump, and it bolts to the Missouri pump to the block, and then you have your alternator mount over there, and you have your vacuum mount over here. And yeah, we had some geometry problems because the other Missouri pump that we were going to use had an AN threaded bung welded onto there, and we can't get a radiator, and it was a bunch of stuff. We had a bunch of stuff going on. So we're trickling down our list right now of things we got to do before she's good to go, ready to go. We're getting there, but with us not racing the banger, it kind of gives us just a wee bit more time to kind of just get stuff done. 2 more nights to just make sure we get everything right and we're not thrashing. I mean, we're still thrashing, but we're not in as big of a hurry. So we're getting there. We're getting pretty close. But I figured we'll film and put you on my head again. We kind of wanted to start it tonight. We don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if we can, we're going to do it. So yeah, got plugs, and we have fuel. So we're gonna
get the plugs in, and then we have to put the oil plug in.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want to do that, but
and we'll let it run for a couple seconds.
Make sure it starts. Make sure we have no leaks, so we know that we're good there.
Just make sure it's got some kind of gap on it. It don't have to be gap for it when you're ready to do it.
We just want to start it.
Don't. Make sure you put these fuckers in right.
Yes.
Cross thread them.
Cross thread. Send it. A couple ugga-duggas. Be good. All right. So here we go. Give her that good old. Ready?
Right. Do it again.
First time.
Huh?
I said, wow, first time.
Alright.
Alright.
Give it a couple squirts. Keep going. Go again.
That's 4.
Go about half the way. That's only way.
Ready?
Hit it about half. Forward head.
Ready? Wow, that was a great first attempt. got no oil pressure.
What?
Oil pressure's reading 0. Glad I looked down, because I looked down and said 0 on the oil pressure gauge. Now, I've had problems with this gauge before, and the Camaro we had to move the plug down to the block, but
You could still be trying to get oil up top.
yeah, like he just said, it could be still trying to get oil up top, so let's see what happens. Do what? Okay, ready? What are you doing?
Well, we're going to try to determine why we have no oil pressure. I'm hoping it's a gauge. We have our guest helper here today, McCormick.
Yeah, so the last thing you guys saw was the start up on the car. It was pretty good and things were going well. And then I was like, oh, well, let me check my gauges like a smart person would do. And no oil pressure. So it could be a number. It could be a number of things. So we, the sending unit, I guess. I don't know. The line that goes to the oil pressure gauge in the car goes to the top, like in the back of the block, on top of the block. So we kind of had a similar problem in the Camaro when the motor was in the Camaro. So what we did was tie into the oil pump, just like how we had in the Camaro.
Well, we tied into the oil galley.
Yeah, sorry, oil galley. So we're gonna try and see if we get pressure there. If we don't get pressure there, man,
motor's coming out.
Yeah, motor's gotta come back out. So crossing fingers right now, because this is the last chance. At first we didn't know if it wasn't getting most of the top end of the motor yet, because you know it was first start, like whatever. But as you can see, we got oil down there. So I don't know guys. So cross your fingers and hope that this works, because if it doesn't, I have no more treats for you.
What are you doing, Lily?
I have no more treats.
That's our
that's the neighbor's dog that comes down and hangs out with us. And okay,
our temporary shop dog.
Okay,
Our part-time shop dog.
there you go.
Sit,
all
Lily.
right,
Sit,
so,
Lily. Good dog. Good dog.
all right.
So this is part of the problem that we.
All right, so we have oil pressure. All right. Good. All right, so the motor doesn't have to come out.
So you're getting oil, so you're coming up with push rods.
All right, good.
So that's half the battle. So if we watch the shit. Look at the gauge in the car.
Oh, it's working now.
What's it read?
60?
What?
60. Wow, okay.
Look. Tell me that ain't getting oil.
So, all right, so we have oil, which is good. The gauge works. I don't know why it's reading now and not yesterday. So, all right, that's half the battle. We can keep going. Okay, so now we know it's got oil pressure. We ran into another problem. I'll explain that here in a minute. But we're gonna start it again and just be able to take it all in for a second, listen to it, so we don't have a, worry about having oil pressure, because we know we have oil pressure and there's oil coming up through the push rod. So, yeah, here we go. Well, maybe the gauge won't work. You're kidding.
No. That distributor's not in the oil pump.
Okay, so what you guys just saw was another installment of no oil pressure. So basically it's got an adjustable distributor on it, and the shaft or the rod wasn't long enough, so it was engaging the cam, but it wasn't engaging the oil pump, and we could see that on the teeth. So we adjusted it accordingly. We put the distributor back on. And this is take number 3 of starting the car and seeing if we have oil pressure, because if we don't have oil pressure now, then we know we have a very big issue. So you guys are gonna be the first to see, and yeah, so here we go. Ready? All right, we got oil pressure. Finally. Okay, good. Go. What's going on? Okay, so the last video you saw was when we fired it up, when we finally had oil pressure. Everything was going good, and then next thing you know, we shut the car off, getting ready to go inside for the night, and we looked up front, and it looked to us that the front seal was leaking. There's 3 different sizes of a crank seal, so we had to pull everything off. It is a belt-driven motor. So as we pull everything off, we realize it's not a crank seal, it's actually the cam seal. So this piece right here bolts to the front of the block like that. This seal goes around here and it bolts all together, right? So it's this seal that's giving us the problem of leaking, and it was trickling down and going right around here and down here, so that's why we thought it was a front seal. So did that seal come in yet?
Yes, the seal is here.
Okay, so
the seal is in inventory.
yes, so we're very close. Once we get that seal on there, then we can start putting everything back together. The radiator's good to go. The electric fan bolted right up to the radiator, so we're good there. But once we get the seal on, we can put all the we can put the water pump, the alternator, and the vacuum pump back on, and radiator in, hook everything up, and we'll be done up here. And then we just gotta do some wiring, and then we're good to go. So we're gonna try and test soon, hopefully. Don't know when that's gonna be. That's where we stand right now. So we're close, we're getting there. Other than that, I don't think there's too much else going on. David's still working on his car. Avery is trying to do some things, if you see on Facebook, so I don't know. You might see Avery in a small tower car again. We're not sure yet, but that'll come at a later date. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I realized, I actually got a call from somebody that our website wasn't up, and I didn't know that. So if you try to go to the website and get like a shirt or a sticker and you couldn't access it, it's my fault. I forgot to make the payment, so don't worry about that.
I forgot to update your credit card information.
So everything's back up and good there. So make sure you go to www.youngandbusa.com to get you a shirt or a sticker or a hat. We're still shipping stuff out. We're gonna try and get to a race sometime soon. At least go and test the car and see what's going on, see if we have any problems there, which we shouldn't, because this motor's good. So we're very close. It's just the motor sat for about a year, and now that we're trying to put it in, there's just some small things come up. Got it.
Okay, we're filming again.
Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Sorry there hasn't been a video. We've been trying to work on this, and work and everything else. We're trying our hardest, I promise. Me and David have talked about doing a video of a Toyota versus Honda deal, which would be pretty cool. So, beater versus beater, who's got the best beater out there? We're gonna try and figure that out.
We're gonna spray that. You know, he's not even gonna know it.
So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!